What's up, gamers? It's me, Webweaver, the real Webweaver, the one, who you've sat through over 1,000 episodes of Early Access World of Horror. Now with the completed game, this is definitely the first episode, and not the 8th episode. Who would even suggest that? So we're just gonna go in and start a new game. You know, the typical way we do this. Yeah.
Yeah, the typical way. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The typical way. I don't know if I have any achievements in mind right now, just because of, whatchamacallit. I need to get Lightburn, and I need to get the monument.
You still don't have Lightburn? Oh my...
Kiwi, would you like to burn down a school with me?
Why? I mean, I've never been asked if I wanted to do arson before. Yes, of course.
Alright, let's do it. Oh, suitcase, my beloved, get out of here.
That's actually an interesting question. Is pushing that lamp over, would that legally be considered arson?
I mean, this is a job for somebody who is doing the Halligan crime counter. Probably not, jury. Any character you'd like to particularly play? I don't have Moriko, Yashiro, or Ayaka yet. And I don't have the 2 new bozos either.
Oh, well, we don't have the... I guess just hit random.
We do a little random. Watch it give us jury, that'd be very funny.
No, watch it give you one of the 2 new characters.
Oh, I don't have them unlocked yet, though.
Well, I'm making a joke here. I've known a number of games where the random option did not actually check if you had certain things unlocked. I do not think this game is like that, but who knows?
And you know what? It's Eldritch Parasite, because I need to actually unlock that. So, the timeline doesn't matter, right? Because the lamp option is agnostic, and so is the... You can still look at the locker regardless. So timeline can be X, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, the timeline, as far as I know, only affects the very end, and for Mermaid, the instant you decide to fight the janitor, it just takes you to the usual... Yeah, it just takes you to the usual route.
Yeah. Now, this is the thing that's so glaring to me, is you can put a random character and a random backstory, but you can't pick a random old god. Like, this is just what old god it is, this question mark.
Yeah, that is weird.
We're on Eldritch Parasite, so we should probably cut ourselves some slack and not go somebody who's really difficult.
Yeah.
Goizo will basically do nothing. Gazoo does nothing here because we can never heal.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think, when was the last time you played World of Horror? Because a lot of your knowledge is still relevant.
Ages ago. I mean, I know the lighthouse. It's knowledge, strength... No, wait, that's Dex. Wait, okay. There's... No, wait, okay. That's knowledge,
Let him cook.
That's knowledge, mystery, Takashi, enemy, and then that's strength. And then the
bonus?
6th extraneous symbol is charisma.
He got there. You love to see it. Now, I collectively will enjoy both of us for getting both of the seconds, and then dying at the end.
That would be really funny. Unfortunately, that isn't going to happen, Bob Weaver.
Oh, shit. Busting out the fucking legal name.
Yeah, totally.
I hate having to take the illegal den because there's nothing here.
So, I actually like that you're being forced to take the illegal den because there's potential to answer a question that I have about the illegal den.
Okay.
So, at some point in some update, it was discovered that hovering over the cigarette that the purveyor of the illegal den is smoking lights it up in much the same way as any other interactable lights up. So I'm wondering, but at the time it didn't do anything. So I'm wondering if it does now do something.
Well, I guess we could try to get that one achievement as well, where you recruit allies and win the game with them, so... You have to do that through the illegal den, it doesn't work any other way.
What?
Yeah, well, there's a new achievement, because the illegal den, you can get allies now for Doom, and you need to recruit, like, 2 or 3 of them, and then they need to stay with you. They can randomly leave, I think, or maybe that was just for that one patch, and then it got removed from the game. I don't know. I've never been back. The illegal den is pretty wacky. Oh, God. Well, here's the thing. I want to get Lightburn, so we don't have mermaids, we don't have school scissors, we're gonna reroll. That is school scissors, but it's not mermaids, so I don't think we're gonna do that one. And I would preferably not get any of the new mysteries, if that's applicable.
What do you mean, none of the new mysteries?
They're all really bad.
I mean, I am aware that they did add the worst thing that the human mind has ever conjured, which is, of course, a ghost boss. Have you tried the ritual on the ghost boss?
You can only really, like... I think there's a few ways to get around it, but... It's bad if you don't know the combination. School scissors. I mean, we're getting a lot of school scissors.
I would never wish trying to... I would never wish randomly trying to brute force the combination on the on the boss. What was that, like 4 reason I saw?
It depends, because there's a lot of damage stacking now. Like if you get what is it? Bloodlust or whatever it's called, you're taking +1 damage.
Yeah, Bloodlust.
We really just are in RNG hell, aren't we? Seeing a lot of school scissors, not seeing a lot of mermaids.
Well, hang on, isn't the traditional way you get the torch though through sailors?
Yeah, but we're on timeline X, so nothing's... Here we go, school scissors, mermaids. We're on timeline X, so it's a random timeline at the start of every mystery. And you can only get the torch on timeline B, so it's a 50-50.
It's still a 50-50. I mean, ideally you'd get all 3. I forget, how long was it before he removed the flashing and flood?
Oh my god, yeah, there was lightning when it first came out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is ramen. Pretty easy. We can just kind of have a standard opener. I love hallucinations. That's great. So, we have to get a light source. We have to get a flashlight at some point. But right now, I probably just want to get a monkey wrench. Or, you know what? When in Rome.
Oh no. Okay, so check the cigarette. Oh, they removed it. Okay.
No longer highlightable.
I swear, like... Ah, okay. So, an ally who's almost kind of good, maybe, if you're playing hard.
I mean... 5% Doom's a big ask, and the thing is you can't reroll allies. They stay there.
Oh no. I mean, surely it'll change if you exit without buying anything, and then...
Incorrect.
Oh no!
The ally only changes if you take them.
That's... Okay, this feels like, And why am I blanking on the name? This... What?
It's not going so well, Koji Bros. I don't think we're
How
gonna win
did
this
I
one.
how did I forget the name? How did I forget Bad Stats Man's names?
Oh, Toshi.
Yeah, how did I forget Toshi's name? This seems like some Toshi stuff.
Yeah, you could definitely get this with Toshiaki, so we're probably just gonna...
free with Toshi.
We're just gonna leave. I think we're just gonna leave. Do
But
I
you
really
could
want to
look
get
at
an
the
arm
hunt-
knife?
You could look at the hunting rifle more.
I mean, we can.
Have you ever purchased the hunting rifle from the illegal den and then proceeded to win?
I've purchased it once, but that was back before it did. Apparently, it does 32 damage now when you shoot somebody. That's actually like.
To be fair,
that's usable.
If I had to give an accurate amount of damage that a gun does to somebody with one shot, I would say 32. Given that you're sitting on 33 health right now, 32 seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like most people, when you shoot them, won't die immediately, but they probably will very much never ever want to see you again. And we'll hit the run option there.
I think we're gonna hit the exit without buying anything option, because that sucked. That was awful. We're gonna just buy old reliable.
What were you expecting? It's the illegal den.
I don't know. It might have been good at one point.
Oh, right. I forgot. Heavy bonk you don't have because of light burn.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the...
So, of course Monkey Wrench is old reliable.
I mean, I think they both came out around the same time. It's just that we gravitated towards the HDF originally.
No, the reason we did that is because we thought a strength debuff. Ew, no. Because I mean, that might have been like before the chart even. No, that was definitely before the chart. Oh, it's more of a spreadsheet than a chart. I don't know why I called it the weapon chart, given that I didn't use any graphs.
I mean, the weapon chart is iconic. That's what it's called.
It is what it's called. It is just weird that I chose to name it that instead of the weapons table.
I think it's still, like, perfectly accurate, though. I don't think combat changed at all.
No, combat has not... Well, okay. I don't think combat has changed.
The ratios for attack speed might have changed, like, for Toshiaki's book.
Listen. Actually, no. Remember, I had, like, I put in, like, combat speed buffs. Right?
Oh, and you can modify it. Right.
Yeah, you could modify combat speed and damage. In order to make it accurate, you would have to add all the new stuff that's been put in. Although I don't think there was actually that much. And obviously you would need to update all of the weapon stats.
I think most of the weapon stats are still the same.
Most of them are the same. I don't know, though. I mean, we'll soon find out, but I'm not actually sure if Brick is just one-to-one a steak knife still.
I mean, basically, this is gonna sound really weird to anybody who doesn't have context with the situation. Please don't miss. Oh, no! 80% chance, why? How will this negatively affect the economy? Thankfully, it was stamina, so it's like still, Eldritch Parasite's still winnable. If that was Reason, we would be dead. But what was I gonna say? Like, this isn't gonna make sense to anybody who doesn't have any context, but the only weapons that really got changed were the ones that, like, I can't remember which one it was. This is a bad thing to admit on camera, but I do not remember if it was Tibby or if it was Funky, but one of them would talk about the meta in the general chat for the World of Horror Discord server, and then Panstash would read those messages and then nerf those weapons in those locations that they talked about.
I believe was Funky.
That was Funky? That was a Funky moment?
Yeah, I remember it, because Pants called Funky out, like, by name.
Yeah!
I can't remember if playing Hod isn't supposed to be fun was specifically directed at Funky or not, but I do know that it left enough of an impression on people that somebody has that as their nick in the Discord
name. Isn't it crazy that by talking about the game on the Discord server, Funky has had more of an effect on like how the game's development went than like anybody else?
You. Probably more so than you, even.
Well, I mean, not just me, I just mean in general, like, out of everybody who's affected the game's development, it's been Funky just because, like, Panstash saw Funky talking. And that's it. That's all that he went off of, which is like, oh, Funky's talking about the meta? Guess these items must be good. Kill him!
No, and it got to the point where we were like, Funky, you have to stop. You have to stop going into that Discord, otherwise the game will become unwinnable.
We were pleading with them. We were like, please stop, please. All of our weapons are getting nerfed.
No, but yeah, so on the weapon chart, if I remember correctly, it only proved things that we already knew.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Which were, okay, Katana is as broken as we think it is. Shotgun is as broken as we think it is. The only real shocker there was, and not even really much of a shocker, was that scissors are good, but man, you just can't use scissors ever.
No, you really can't. Doom or no. We do a little research.
Man, I'm thinking back to the days before I knew Web, where I thought, oh, yeah, it makes sense to grab the sport rifle and use that to kill the scissor woman.
Oh, those were the days, right?
Those were the days. It was only timeline A. You'd grab the key, you'd grab a gun, and you'd shoot the scissor woman.
That shit was like... That shit was crazy. Like, I remember getting the, oh, what was it? It was the carpenter hammer, right? That was a dexterity weapon. You'd buy it on Ico, like, immediately, and you'd just go to town.
I don't even remember the days when... No, because it was such a short time that carpenter hammer was actually good.
I mean, it's at least become more usable now, but it's still really bad.
No, but counterpoint, shovel.
Oh my god, do you remember the, when that one person was telling us how to do the blue gem riddle? And in their tutorial for how to do it in the comments section, they told you to buy the shovel because it would dab on the early game enemies.
I do not remember that, but just run.
Well, we're burning it all down, so we guarantee we get the
I meant
torch.
like for early game enemy.
Oh yeah. Because like the thing about enemy scaling in this game is that they just get more health. They're still really fucking dangerous at the beginning of the game.
No, they do also start
plus
doing
one
more
damage. Plus 1 damage on like Mystery 4.
Yeah.
But like
Mystery 4, I thought it was on Mystery 3, and then on Mystery 5 they were doing +2.
No, I don't think they ever got +2. I thought it was always just +1. I don't remember when it scaled. Which is, 830 hours, by the way. But, like, it just never really mattered, Like, enemies are always a threat no matter what. Like, them doing +1 damage, the only time it would matter is if it was an enemy that was doing, like, 3 damage. Because then they would do 4. Because if an enemy does 4 damage and then they get +1, they're doing 5, doesn't matter. Because
you're bracing every turn.
Brace is rounding down anyway, so they're doing 2. So, if it only really mattered if an enemy is doing 2 damage or 4 damage. Actually, no, not even 2 damage, because that doesn't matter. But, like...
It only ever mattered if they were doing...
Yeah, 4 damage.
If they were doing 4... Well, yeah.
There are some enemies that can, like, double their damage, so they could do, like, 6 or 8 or whatever, but, like, you're either killing them turn 1 or...
We don't talk about those.
Yeah, you're
Even
either
though-
killing them immediately or you're running.
Oh no! I was going to write down the mystery of the enemy, and I forgot to do it.
All right, light burn acquired. We've done it.
I like how it's still very obviously just a bat.
Well,
Right, like,
it's on fire. It's a bat that's on fire.
Wait, is that the Darkest Dungeon Iron Crown?
Oh
Yeah,
my
on the first
God,
locker.
It does look like that.
That's the Darkest
Yeah.
Dungeon Iron Crown with an inverted cross.
We're just gonna
How have
leave
I
the
never
copyright
noticed
infringement room.
It's inspiration and improvement. There's this little Darkest Dungeon humor for you. Also, the idea that it's a torch and the only thing that changes is that it got set alight implies that bat has been burning for days.
In the locker. Oh, it's the boy! Oh, and he's gone.
I love this mystery for the sole reason that you get to play the gacha with that door.
This mystery is probably the most fucked up mystery in the game because it has like several different versions of it, and you used to be able to play the different versions of it by doing the tutorial. I don't know if it ever got fixed. Ooh,
Wait,
okay.
different versions? More than just timeline A and B?
Well, so when the game... This wasn't even when the game came out. This was like a few months ago. Like before the update before 1.0. Or before the update with the box cutter or like this sharp razor or whatever. I don't remember. It got changed a few times. But in the tutorial, it used to be... It was the original School Scissors mystery from like the game's early
demo?
access. Yeah. And so, like, the biggest change was the wooden bat. Like, the wooden bat in the tutorial was a good weapon.
The wooden bat. And it's such a beginner's trap. You're like, oh man, there's a super good weapon that I will consistently be able to get every time I come across this this mystery. And it's just awful.
Yeah, it's just a different weapon entirely.
And
like,
meanwhile, an apartment stalker branded baseball bat
TM
is still not great, but man, is it so much better.
It's so bad because it's like my biggest like the thing about playing this game for 80 million years is
and the especially the combat tutorial, it tells you, hey, you should scavenge a weapon. You should not scavenge a weapon.
Do not scavenge weapons unless it's Burning Ghost or Dahlners.
Yeah, the truly pillars of the community.
True. But what I was gonna say is like the problem with playing this game 80 million times is that you find out what weapons are good, and then you realize how narrow scope the game is for combat, because it's like you can only use certain weapons because the other weapons are like so slow or so low damage that you literally can't use them. Like you try to use them in combat, it's like you get one action a turn.
Yeah, shovel is the thing I think of.
And the thing is, in a different game, that could work out. Like in the Kyo 5 version of the game or whatever it is, the one in 2017 where it was a dice roll. Like, yeah,
dice rolls? Oh, no.
A slow weapon that does a lot of damage would work in a dice roll system. But it doesn't work here because the game just isn't designed that way.
Well, I'm going to argue that in a dice roll system, no, not really. Because then it's... I mean,
we get
maybe,
lucky.
But...
Do a little bow.
I'm going to...
Clap. Bow. 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 Alright. It's one clap in section number 2, and then everything else is a bow.
This does not matter. We are still never using the ritual.
I mean, I wasn't paying... I think we don't have Recluse, but if we did have Recluse, we would care a lot.
Okay, so you have confirmed that the ritual does work.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were making a joke because that's what everybody told me to do in the comments section.
I see.
I think I just, like, severed her to death because I had, like, 8 knowledge and a high damage
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah, you had 8 knowledge. I remember that.
You do remember that, right? When we were in the fucking voice call, what was it? Were you there? But it was like me and Rachel.
It was you. Okay,
And
I don't remember this.
so Rachel and I wanted to know how the sever worked, and so we were just sitting in the voice call trying to figure it out. And we found out that it was knowledge plus weapon damage -1, but like for every 4 points of knowledge you get +1 sever damage, and then it's your weapon damage halved -1. So for Monkey Wrench, it would be 2, I think, because it rounds down. And
Well, if it rounded down, then it would be
or no,
1
maybe
damage +1. I have never seen.
No. It wouldn't round down. It'll probably be 3, and then it would round up in your favor to 2. So it would be 2. I don't know. I don't. But you get a +1. You get a random +1 for fun. So it would be 4. It would be our sever damage would be 4 right now because it would be halved 3 rounded up in your favor -1 for your weapon damage for whatever reason, and then it would be a 2. And then you get +1, and then you get +1 for every 4 points of knowledge you have. That sounds incoherent, but that's basically how it works.
How does that factor into burning money?
Burning money is your knowledge +1 damage. So our burning money would be 7.
Wait, okay, hang on. So it's
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
No, not that. Okay, so school was our So mermaids is our second mystery then.
Oh yeah. Also, we're gonna be burned forever, by the way.
Oh,
Which on Eldritch Parasite, that's great. No Fujiko. I mean, I would love an Iwa, honestly. We can never... we would take Hermit if she was Doom, but we could never use her because we would just die.
Well, I mean, honestly, would you even need Hermit, right? Like...
Actually, completely correct, yeah.
Yeah, you're at 44 Doom, Mystery 4.
We can take a Ryoko. We can absolutely take a Ryoko.
You can always take a Ryoko. Well,
Shoutouts to the most unhinged new art, by the way.
Oh, right. I forgot that you can just sell things entirely irrespective of whether or not you actually have access to a shop.
And I think we sell the handcuffs to dodge fucking Jar of Blood, because we really, really don't want to take -3.
Honestly, I'd be fine with Mr. Jar of Blood salesman because you could sell him Doom.
That is true.
You're at Toshi levels of Doom right now.
That is
right?
also true. Gabe heard us talking shit at the start.
I would like to point out, if you were on Toshi, you would be at 16 Doom.
That's fucked up. That's actually so fucked up.
No, like, seriously. Okay, what the hell did we do to get this low of Doom? I'm gonna have to watch this later.
I don't know, but I hate that. But also, like, this is one of the things we were talking about earlier, is, like, if an enemy's doing 5 damage, you just block and you take 2.
I mean, if an enemy is, you just block.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Although, you know what we can do? We can just run. We can just run, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not glitch.
You fucker. I still don't have Moriko. I still don't have her.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I mean, honestly, the Timeline B would kind of go hard here. Get a Spiral Hoodie, we don't have to invest in strength anymore. 7% though, that's kind of sketchy. We take 3... We would take 9% Doom. Yeah, that's worth it.
That's meaningless.
Hopefully it's meaningless. The game could still screw us.
I'm trying to remember the lighthouse. I know we had strength.
Strength, knowledge, seconds, light source, I think. Oh, there's a boss fight.
Yeah, no, we didn't have light source. We had Takashi. Yeah, we didn't have light source.
Okay, so it's second, strength, knowledge,
I mean,
and then...
technically, there's nothing stopping us from checking.
That is true, but where's the fun in that? That was actually a misclick. I didn't mean to do that for like a bit, to like go to the lighthouse accidentally.
I thought
Now,
you...
This is a problem.
Is it? Okay. Full disclosure, I sort of fell out around Flood. I think I've seen maybe 2 episodes where you did Flood.
Gotcha.
So I know almost nothing about Flood, other than you fight a fertility goddess at some point. And I remember what that looks like, and apparently the school is worse.
I think the school is more explicit.
I still have yet to see it.
Oh, maybe we can change that.
No.
But I like, here's the thing. A Flood is just like it's a dick monster, whatever, right? But like the school is like the Did you see Plunger's reaction to the school? That was so funny.
Not.
I'll have to send you the timestamp after this.
Plunger was, I can just keep going as is. Plunger was after Joseph, right?
Plunger joined at the,
Oh, okay.
He joined kind of in the middle of an episode accidentally, and he apologized, and then I said, no, get the fuck back in here, dumbass.
Sweaty assailant. Well, I can't say they're wrong, but the word assailant is just so nondescript, right? Like we get to learn other people's job, right? Like we learn, for example, the dream salesman sells dreams, I would assume.
Presumably. Alright, I'm gonna get as much strength as I can here. Thank God for folklore studies taking us over the edge here. Honestly, I think we want to get... I don't remember what locations are doomed, but I think we want to get the plus... I think we want to get everybody if we can.
6... Oh, it's Young Witch, of course. Wait, when did Young Witch start doing all damage?
I don't know.
Dramatically misremembering that. I could have sworn Young Witch was stamina.
I think you... I mean, there's a lot of, like, school enemies who do stamina.
So I think maybe we get the +1 because it's Koigi, but...
I mean, the thing that I'm worried about is that this boss is gonna have, like, 38 health plus 17 health. So it's like... And it heals +1 health every turn. So it's like... And it has, like, 60 power.
Well,
actually, no, we don't have Blood Moon, so it's 40 power.
You have the camera.
Oh shit, you're right.
Pretending that camera is viable.
No, if you have the attack speed, it actually can be.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, if you
like
can...
20 time or something? 30 time, maybe?
I think it's 10 time, which isn't very good,
10?
but like...
10 time could totally be busted.
Oh, no, sorry,
time?
I meant power. I was talking about power level.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 time for 10 power, 40 time.
Yeah, 20-30 sounds about right.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to get the Theologist, because we're going to be taking, like, -10
10-time camera would be the most broken thing in the game. Well, okay, no. Wait, did he fix Mirror? I can't remember.
I have not tried. There's, like, there's basically zero purpose for me to ever try the mirror.
Okay, but counterpoint, if it still doesn't work, it'll be really funny.
Bet? Alright.
I mean, we can just do that at the end of the episode.
Yeah. I'm gonna dive out the window here. I don't want to take sanity damage. Oh shit. No, we can't.
No,
we can't.
You don't serve the old ones.
Now that does put us at 15 health for the boss fight, but you know. Hopefully it'll be okay. Okay,
well,
damage control worked out pretty well.
Okay, hang on. You're not actually taking anything from the lighthouse, you're maybe taking one turn of Takashi, and maybe Doom if we can't remember second enemy.
So...
and you don't have light source.
Okay.
So you can throw that if need be.
We only... You gotta kill the villagers turn 1, because every turn they're alive, the fertility idol heals. Also, power levels still don't work, by the way. We're getting the minus 40 from the fertility idol, even when we attack the 10 power enemy. The second number down here means nothing. It's always mean nothing, and it still doesn't.
Oh, I mean that. Yeah, no, I can't really defend that.
Let's see. How do we got?
No, you're not taking any reason from the lighthouse. On the other hand, you also only have
9.
Yeah, so that's only 2 turns without bracing.
But we are gonna kill it. We're doing 18 damage a turn, so we're gonna kill it pretty easily.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything like whatchamacallit.
I forget what hallucinations does.
-1 perception.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that you get for beating Jury, I think? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. But, what was I gonna say? The Eldritch Parasite is a real motherfucker. If you get something like Fearful or Insomnia, you just lose.
Yeah, no, you that's a certified Q moment.
So the fact that we didn't get any of those things, we got Hallucinations, which is -1 Perception. We got it twice. And then we got Survivor's Guilt, which is +2% Doom at the end of every mystery. It's like basically nothing. I don't really. I guess we could just take Improvise for faster kill.
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter very much. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Time
Spicy
skip.
time skip. 5% Doom for fun.
So wait, time skip is just an arbitrary 5% Doom?
Yes, sir.
Honestly, that is kind of devastating in the right circumstances.
Yeah, no, this game got, like, you were seeing people talk about it in the Discord, but, like, this game got a lot harder. Like, Harbinger of Doom didn't get any specific nerfs, I think.
It was mermaids.
Correct answer. Harbinger of Doom, I don't think, got any specific changes, but it's just the game itself is a lot harder now. So...
You know, we still don't know what happens if you manage to, through some miracle, avoid all combat while still having the who was your second enemy.
That would be crazy. Oh, crap. Now, who is the second enemy? The fact that Mad Janitor here is nuts.
I don't even remember Cyclops Neighbor.
Cyclops Neighbor was the first enemy, I'm pretty sure.
I vaguely remember... Okay, I definitely remember we did fight Aspiring Model.
But when did we fight Retsuko-chan? I actually don't remember fighting Retsuko-chan at all.
In general, I usually just go based on, okay, who do I remember that we fought that wasn't a boss?
Yeah, true.
Because that, honestly, usually works.
Yeah, you'd remember it if it was a boss. I'm willing to say model.
It's model.
Correct answer, and we won the game.
Yeah, okay.
Because we would have lost if we got that wrong.
Yep.
Which is because of 2 things. 1, we went hard on Flood because I was scared of it, and 2, time skip Lamau.
Time skip actually being threatening?
Time skip is super threatening. If you don't get it early, you can't play around it.
Yeah. No, like, we would have exactly lost if we hadn't remembered.
If we had Forgore Skull Emoji.
Don't you just hate it when you Forgore Skull Emoji?
Oh, I always hate it when I Forgore Skull Emoji. So what do we get for clearing on Eldritch Parasite? It's somewhere around here. Also, can you believe this shit? Like, the the last patch in early access added this like extra tab here of all these new achievements, and then the final update just adds achievements down here. There's another row of achievements right here.
Okay, to be fair, the tab is needed somewhat because there still aren't enough spaces. Actually, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, there are exactly enough spaces. What? Why?
This is
no, and like
this
what's
is a great
even
game.
worse
I love
is
it.
if we look at the page behind this, we will see this extra part is clearly just a bizarre extension of the page. This page has more area to it than it should.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can see the little line go down here.
I kind of get why you have to do some weird stuff because you've committed to this art style, but...
No, I love this. This is awesome. More games should do janky shit like this. Absolutely.
I think you'll find that most games do janky shit like that, and it's mostly just that most of that is behind the scenes, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, we got Exquisite Taste as the backstory. That Exquisite Taste is a motherfucker. Like, it doesn't seem that bad. 1 side location per area.
Oh, yeah, no, that's quite bad.
The fact that police station is, like, a mandatory thing now, having to, like, compete, like... Before, you would just take Monument and then buy a weapon at, like, the downtown area, but now it's like, oh... The police station is the best side location in the game. All right. The Monument is also really good.
Yeah, I think Monument still just barely edges out police station.
All right, here's my reasoning, okay? And we can have an official World of Horror debate on this if we want to. But my reasoning is the Monument requires you to spend health and money, but you don't get to choose what it is, so it's a 33% chance every single time of getting the different options. But Police Station is always 1% Doom no matter what, unless you're playing on Yagathag. So you get a consistent and reliable cost that you know how to spend, or know, like, you're gonna spend the same amount of Doom every single time you use it, and you get the same effect every single time you use it. And it doesn't get harder to use as the game goes on, and you can use it if it runs going badly. And you don't have the risk of screwing yourself out of it, because, like, let's say you're in a run where you lost a lot of sanity at the very beginning, but you want to reduce your Doom.
You run out of money.
Yeah. So you can always use the police station, and it's always relevant because the threat level increases over the game. So and you can use it from the very beginning.
That one out, right? Like, how much Doom can you reasonably expect to get rid of with the Monument versus the police station?
Well, the police station doesn't just get rid of Doom, it also gets rid of damage.
Yeah.
Because if it's a dangerous location, you can take it down to low.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Okay.
It's just like, it is... On Harbinger of Doom, it's become probably my most used side location. Like, just because of how, like, universal it is. If a location's dangerous and I don't want to take the penalty because my stats are low and I'm not thinking I'm going to win the dice roll, I can just set it down to low threat level, and even if I lose the dice roll, I'm saving health. So not only is it Doom mitigation, it's damage mitigation too. It's nuts.
And it's like guaranteed.
It's guaranteed all for 1% Doom. So that makes it like a Doom... It makes it Doom neutral if you only go to one location. Yep, and it's a gain on Doom every subsequent time you go to that location without moving it.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's check on that mirror.
Oh yeah. Vanity Mirror Gaming. Let's see if we can get the game to crash.
Man, I remember when it used to take a long time to get the game to crash. Like, you had to win the game with a custom character, or you had to buy the bone saw.
Shoutouts to the bone saw.
And I mean, buying the bone saw took so long because you had to muster up the courage to do it.
Alright, Vanity Mirror Gaming. Let's get a random-ass weapon just for fun, you know? When's the last time you used a steak knife, huh? Back in honestly, the good old days.
Honestly, given that does this not have cloud saves still?
It does. I don't think it does, no.
Okay, if it does not have cloud saves, then the most recent time I've used a steak knife is whenever I download this on this PC, I'm gonna have to do a traditional Ica steak knife. You know I gotta.
Yep, yeah, the classic.
Okay, well, now time to see.
I mean, it doesn't always crash, though, you know, so it's like, we just have to see. We'll play the mystery out. This is brazy, actually, seeing it work, though. Like, that's actually kind of nuts.
Man, and we used to say that we used to be able to say that Vanity Mirror was the most broken thing in the game.
I mean, unironically, this is like... It's so weird to me, the design of this item, because it's on Mizuki, probably one of the harder characters to play. Probably the hardest character to play if you're a new player, defaultly
she doesn't
unlocked.
Play like anyone else. On almost anyone else, there's almost no reason to ever go to the school.
Well, the schoolyard actually did get buffed recently, so I don't entirely agree with that.
Oh, I mean, I'm familiar with World of Horror from like a year or two ago.
Yeah. Back then, you never went to the schoolyard ever.
I mean, it was like you could could legitimately save yourself doom, right? Like, if you got good party members, were genuinely helpful. Like, you could save enough doom from past skill checks that it made it worth it. But it was like, it was so rare to get three good. It was so rare that you would get 3 good students.
Yeah, you're just farming for fame stacks at that point. Honestly, like, you don't really care about.
Yeah, no, like Mizuki does not care about her stats. She just cares about having a cult.
I mean, honestly, like, I'll be real with you. You know what? Fuck it. Let's show you the school enemy.
Oh no.
But so a couple patches back, or like a patch back before the game came out, right? The schoolyard got the worst nerf of all time, where the ask to join you, and this is still the case, ask to join you is a dice roll that you don't get to see, and it's completely random. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of her. So, like, with 9 charisma, it's possible that we don't get this guy, right? Like, it's just random. However, they changed it. It's still capped to 3 people, which is why you saw me get rid of that one person to reroll.
Yeah.
But I don't think she does anything. I don't think this has ever done anything. I don't think this ever will do anything.
Wait, don't you get Doom for going there?
Wait, you get Doom for coming back, apparently. Yeah, you do! And it's random! It gave us 1% Doom last time, it gave us 2% Doom now.
Oh my god. No, I love that.
It re-rolls the students, I guess. But anyway...
So it's just equivalent to waiting. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what to say anymore. This is not my intention to come here and find out that shit. I don't even want to think about that.
I love that. Also, but yeah, so it doesn't do anything. Why is it there?
Why are the forest tapes there? But what?
That is a really good question. Yeah, why are the forest tapes there?
Did they? The funny thing is they did something on whatchamacallit. I'd rather just do this because the ally damage is kind of randomized. So, basically, the schoolyard got a buff in the way of if you share. So you remember back in the old day when you shared a scary story, right? That had like a chance of letting them join you.
I thought it was guaranteed.
It's guaranteed now.
Hello, Josephine Hazard.
Hello, Josephine Hazard. You are currently being recorded.
That's fine. I sent you a message, but I assume you were doing stuff.
Why, I have Discord streamer mode enabled. I can't. I don't know that.
That's fair.
You come into my house on the day of my daughter's wedding and say, red Discord ping notification?
Web, I didn't know you had a daughter.
New lore? New entry into the iceberg just dropped.
New lore? Oh,
editor,
man.
edited daughter, question mark?
Oh no, the editor bit.
No, man, Horg is just gonna go nuts for this.
He's gonna look at the iceberg and he's gonna be like, oh no.
Damn it!
Damn it! I gotta edit it again. Fuck! Where am I even gonna fit daughter in there? God, the easier difficulties are so weird.
How do you hide it for this many years?
Oh, it healed. That's right, vampire enemy do thing. Okay, cool.
It's fine, it'll be fine.
Fame, please? I'm gonna re-roll. We're hitting Q after this mystery. I don't even know why we're still... I wanted to see if the Vanity Mirror would crash the game, but it's probably not going to crash the game. So just
I'm gonna go ahead and say, at this point, Vanity Mirror does not crash the game.
Confirmed. We've
What
done
does it do?
extensive testing.
Well, okay, so, just, I don't know if you remember, but the Vanity Mirror used to be the most broken item in the game, in the sense that when you attempted to make any use of it, it would crash the game immediately.
I would never know because I never received it or got it from whatever you get it from.
Yeah, she
So-
don't play Mizuki. She's not a Mizuki Andy.
Well, I also don't know if she even knows. I don't know. Does she use like the home items?
All right, Kiwi, are you ready?
Yes.
I've put up the Tails gets trolled so the audience at home can't see it. So
Well,
that
now
I
I
don't
just
have
want
to
to see
edit
the
this.
Tails gets trolled.
I mean, you know what Tails gets trolled looks like.
I don't. Hang on.
Hang on. Alright, live Kiwi reaction to Tails gets trolled first, and then live Kiwi reaction
Oh,
to...
is this the
this
the
is
thing?
the school. Don't... Yeah. It's
Yeah,
Why
fair.
is there a website for this?
It's a
Don't-
webcomic!
Don't worry about it.
I see.
The only other thing I had was like, I have another image you could potentially use, but if you really like, Tails gets trolled.
I mean, I already had it on hand. I've used Tails Gets Trolled, and I've used a JPEG, not a PNG. I've used a JPEG with a white background of Danny DeVito.
I mean, Danny DeVito's sensor goes hard.
How can you do that? That's sexier than whatever is behind it. Guaranteed.
Anyhow,
Alright, you ready,
His
Kiwi?
raw charisma.
Just roll
Yes,
charisma.
I'm ready.
Alright. It's Look Who It Is.
huh?
Okay,
should
yeah.
call-
Now I definitely see why you would be concerned about it.
It's a lot worse than the fertility
It's a-
idol.
It's a bit much.
You know, I should call her.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'm hitting Q. This episode's already way too long. Kiwi got to
imagine
see
just
the
giving
thing.
up.
Oh, but this is a cultist. It doesn't. We're guaranteed to win anyways.
Oh, we were on Cultist?
Yeah, just
Oh,
to see the
yeah, no.
vanity mirror.
Oh man. Ugh.
Damn, you feel fucking disgusted. Like, oh, you went on cultist to try that out? Ugh.
It's 2 clicks. Come on, be reasonable.
Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you're all staying safe out there. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror. Are we really doing this again? I have to tell you two to say goodbye? Where are your fucking manners?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Goodbye. I'm sorry.
Later.
I was dealing with things.